Hey guys, it's Kenjay. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have one of my good friends here on my channel. Her name is T. She is a beauty junkie, and today we're going to be talking about all things skincare. So, first I just wanted to, kind of go through this because I'm very new to skincare and I'm trying to learn, and she's been very helpful with helping me find the products that I need, and so that's why I have her here. So first, I want to ask her, how did you get into the beauty and skincare industry?
I've been moisturizing since I was 15. I love skincare. I got into skincare, of course. I'm the youngest of 5 sisters, so my older sister, and watching my mom and watching my grandma. So it is just that kind of rite of passage, I guess, in my family. So just kind of developing a skincare routine very early. So I was pretty lucky. I was introduced to it, and I didn't have to go into a store feeling very overwhelmed. Even though when I went to buy my own products for the first time, it was like, ooh, what is all this product? Because that's what it looks like to the average person. But I had a little bit of knowledge, and plus I also loved magazines, and so that was a big deal with me as well. So I picked up a lot of information from before social media. There was just like fashion magazines like 17 and so forth, and so you can read about all these amazing products.
Those are the days, y'all. Before social media, there was magazines where you can actually
had to read magazines first for information. Hello, and they came every month.
Right? On time. So I'm glad you touched on when you first started, you were somewhat overwhelmed, but you still had a knowledge of skincare. Me, on the other hand, I'm not even knowledgeable at all. So I went to Sephora because I know you sent me some recommendations.
Yes.
But when I stepped into Sephora, I honestly was very overwhelmed.
Yes.
There's a lot of products, there's a lot of brands to choose from.
Yes.
So for someone who's new like myself, how do you approach finding the correct brand for you and starting this new skincare routine?
Okay, it's not so much of the brand. That's one of the factors once you kind of get a little bit more into it. Before you start and go into a store, you definitely want to make sure that you're aware of what your skin type is, and also if you have any specific skincare concerns. If you are not aware of that, a good skincare professional or salesperson, they will actually ask you the best questions to kind of figure out the answer. But in terms of skin type, everyone does have a skin type, and that's kind of based on what your skin is doing, how much oil is being produced. So your average skincare type is definitely going to be your normal skin, your oily skin, your combination skin, and your normal, as well as to dry. So when it comes to combination, that just means separate areas of your face are kind of doing something different. The average combination skin person usually has maybe like an oily T-zone area, which is going to be the forehead, the nose, and the chin part, and maybe their cheek or pores are doing something in terms of dryness, and it's just kind of doing different things. You kind of want to balance things out, and the average person is usually combination. That is the most, I wouldn't say popular, but most common skin type is going to be combination skin.
Awesome. Do you know your skin type?
Yes, I'm more on the normal side.
The normal? Okay. Yes. And then for me, I think I'm combination. Still trying to figure it out.
Which is interesting because it's also based on when I'm from Brooklyn originally. So when I moved here, which was a lot more humid, I had to switch up a couple of things just because it was a different climate. So I noticed a lot of people who I've come in contact with in my store, when they move here from somewhere else, especially if it's Northeast or out in the Midwest, they do have to kind of change their skincare routine just because they've gotten maybe even slightly oilier or even drier, just because of the fact that it's so very much humid here.
I find that really crazy how a specific region, your skin adapts to that region. And then coming here, I knew my skin changed because I used to live in dry climate, so I felt like my skin was drier before, but when I moved here, it was like, all right, there's a little bit more plumpness in here. So.
And plump is good.
Plump is good, So I wanted to ask you, why is it important to have a skincare routine?
Okay, so with a skincare routine, it's just you're protecting your skin, you're cleansing your skin. It's something that has to be done on a daily basis. And you also want to protect your skin from the elements. So you have the sun, so SPF is very important. You actually, if you live in a large city, pollution, whenever they talk about things like the environment and the craziness, the sun's rays. So there's a lot of things that's happening during the daytime. So you want to make sure there is a barrier between your skin and everything that's going on around you. So you also want to make sure that you have certain steps that you're following, which we're going to talk talk about with our products here.
Yeah.
But everyone should have a skincare routine. It doesn't matter your ethnicity, your sexual orientation, your race. You'd have to have a skincare routine because you want to look good and you want to age gracefully because age is going to happen.
And is there an age limit to even start, or should you start?
I would say in terms of age limit, when you start to see your skin change, I would say as a teenager, that's a good time to start. I don't think a 10-year-old necessarily needs to walk around wearing face cream. But as you get older and you're going into, I would just say, like that mature middle stage of your teenage years, you want to start a routine because that is when your skin is really starting to change. So a lot of us were very oily as teenagers, so you just want to start to address it as early as possible. And then things like anti-aging, you definitely want to start to do in your mid to late 20s because your anti-aging is going to be preventative. So once you are more mature, it's not really about anti-aging anymore, it's more about lifting and firming. So pretty much your skincare routine in terms of age is kind of based on what your skin needs, and that's pretty much the basis. It's like, what does my skin need throughout the day? What does my skin need throughout your 20s? Because if you read all the magazines, they are correct. Your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, and 50s, your skincare is always going to take a slight change. You either need to add something or take something out.
Got it. That's awesome. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to talk about what goes into a skincare routine.
Yes.
So if you want to go ahead and take that off, sis.
Yes. All right, so your basic skincare routine, if you do just these few things, that is just want to start you off. So you definitely want to start off with a cleanser. And so we have an example here from Ole Henriksen, which is an excellent brand. So you want to start off with your cleanse. You also want to start off with something called a toner. And a toner, one example is we have here from Fresh. This is the Rose Fresh Toner. It's hydrating. So I think for the most part, all skin types can use this, but if you're on the drier side or combination side, this is really gonna help keep the skin nice and fresh. And the purpose of a toner is it kind of keeps your pH levels pretty much in check. Everyone has pH levels in their skin, which just means how acidic it is. And the most balanced skin for pH level is gonna be a 7. So anytime you put something on your skin, even something like splashing water in your face, it's gonna kind of adjust the pH levels. Oh, wow. And one of the things a toner will do is it will kind of adjust that back, as well as add hydration, or there are toners for different skin types as well. So if you have oilier skin, then maybe you need a toner that has maybe some acids in there that helps level out the skin as well. But that's a toner. And then you also want to treat. One of the things you can do for a treatment is vitamin C. I use vitamin C every day. This is a great vitamin C serum from Drunk Elephant, which I love. So that is part of the treat. And you also want to hydrate. So there's your hydration here. There's another one from Drunk Elephant. This is a Dehydrate Intensive Gel. Part of your moisturizing is also going to be your eye cream, which is also super important just because the layers of skin under the eyes is the thinnest and actually the most delicate. So you want to make sure that that is in hydrated level. And you also want to finish. And your finish, it can be a BB cream, a CC cream, but most importantly, your finish should be your SPF, which is your sun protection.
I love it.
Yes.
So many things to put on your fabulous face to make it look flawless.
Yes. So I tend to use a lot of product just because I like to layer on my skincare, but at the same time, based on what your skin needs, you don't have to use this many products just because of the background that I have. I know what works best for me, so I do a lot of products because I like the layering, but you can keep it as simple as possible. Again, just your face wash. If you just want to tone, if you want to leave out the treatment, you can do that. So if you at least are washing, toning, moisturizing, and putting on your sunscreen, you are pretty much straight. And then once you have that skincare routine established, then you can start to add on things like serums, essences, your mask, your exfoliation, which is also key, just because of the dead skin cells that will always accumulate on your skin, just because your skin is regenerating pretty much every month and is pushing things out. So if you have layers of dead skin on the top of your face, then all of this isn't gonna work well. So pretty much it's kind of like a block, and all the things that you want to penetrate your skin is not gonna happen because all of the dead skin cells that are sitting on top of your skin.
So what are the do's and don'ts of a skincare routine?
The do's and don'ts. The do is definitely your SPF. A lot of people are not aware that they should use SPF, especially people of color, because they make the connection between going to the beach and trying to get a tan. Your SPF is your sun protection, just with the sun's rays, especially here in South Florida. It's gonna actually rapidly age you a lot quicker just because you don't have that barrier, and also it can help prevent sun cancer. So you definitely want to make sure you are wearing your SPF. It could be separate, like a mist, it could be an oil, it could be a spray. You can have an SPF built into your moisturizer already. Just make sure as long as you are using an SPF.
Awesome. And the don'ts. What is there a don't that you should not do with your routine?
Don'ts, it can vary. Just make sure, again, you're using the skincare routine that's based on your skin type and also your skincare concern. And your skincare concern can be anywhere from rosacea, sensitivity, anti-aging, acne. So with your skin type and your skin concern, as long as you're doing all of that, you're pretty much good. I would say my biggest don'ts is making sure that you're not using things like body wash as a face wash, just because the ingredients are formulated for the body and not for the face.
And I'm glad you said that because I've done that before.
I think everyone has.
I'm like, that's me, guilty.
Also things like using things on your face that are not formulated for the face, like coconut oil. That's like one of those myths that coconut oil is great for everything.
And people use coconut oil for their hair. And I'm like, okay.
Which is great. Coconut oil has many good benefits, but just not for the face. Coconut oil is what's called comedogenic. Comedogenic just means it clogs the pores. So anything that's gonna clog your pores, you do not want on your face. That's gonna wreak a lot of havoc.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, we are finally done talking about skincare. I just want to thank my friend T. Thank you so much for coming on my channel, girl. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you. Maybe I'll be back.
Yes, and if you want to find her, where can we find you on social media?
I am the beauty share on Instagram, so I'm gonna hopefully be relaunching my beauty page going into 2019. So of course I'll be connected with Mr. Kenjay.
And you'll see all those details in the description.
Below.
Below. If you guys love this video, please like this video as well as subscribe down in the bottom, okay?
Subscribe down in the bottom.
Until next time, see you guys later.
Bye. Skincare. Woo!